Death is a horrifying and tragic thing, not only for the person who died, but for their mourners. If death is from prolonged illness or old age, most mourners typically are able to come to terms with the death since they had time to prepare for it. Then, however, there are sudden deaths, the ones that take you by surprise. These deaths can be understandable too, unless, of course, they're stupid. So here's some examples of dumb ways people died. Before proceeding, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any interesting videos in the future. Number 10. Death by beard. Hans Steininger from Austria was famous for two things. 1. Having the world's longest beard, 4 feet and 7 inches long, and 2. For dying due to his beard. In 1567, there was a fire in Hans' town, and from his haste he forgot to roll up his beard. By accidentally stepping on his beard, he lost his balance, stumbled, and died after falling. Number 9. Bit his tongue. Alan Pinkerton, the founder of the famous Pinkerton Detective Agency, died in Chicago in 1884 after he slipped on the pavement and severely bit down on his tongue. Due to the painful bite, his tongue became infected with gangrene, which resulted in his untimely death. Number 8. Stubbed his toe. Famous Tennessee whiskey distiller Jack Daniel died of blood poisoning that originated in his toe. One early morning in 1911, Jack Daniel kicked his office safe in anger because he couldn't remember the combination to open it. That anger and a powerful kick to the safe resulted in an infection in his toe, and ultimately Jack's death. Jack Daniel's last words were, "One last drink, please." Number 7. Pitched ball. At the top of the 5th inning, Ray Chappie Chapman, shortstop for the Cleveland Indians baseball team, was hit by a submarine ball thrown by Carl Mays. The baseball hit Chapman in the temple. Chapman collapsed and died August 17, 1920, about 12 hours later. He remains the only baseball player killed by a pitched ball. Number 6. Beer flood. On October 17, 1814, the Mew & Company brewery had huge vats of beer rupture and rush into the streets of Tottenham Court Road. In total, 322,000 gallons flooded the town, and 8 people drowned in the beer or died from injuries. To this day, the incident is referred to as the London Beer Flood. Number 5. Robot murder. Kenji Urata worked at a plant in Tokyo that was operated by 50 industrial robots. On July 4, 1981, Kenji failed to completely turn off a malfunctioning robot he was fixing. Due to his error, the broken robot pushed him into a grinding machine with its hydraulic arm. Kenji is known as one of the first people to ever be killed by a robot. Number 4. Death by dessert. Adolf Fredrik, the King of Sweden, ate himself to death in 1771 after having a meal consisting of lobster, caviar, sauerkraut, cabbage soup, smoked herring, champagne, and 14 servings of his favorite dessert, Selma, bread dipped in a bowl of hot milk. He is known by Swedish children as the king that ate himself to death. Number 3. Pet snake. There are many people who own snakes as pets. However, unlike Robert Pollerson from Florida, most people don't own an 11-foot pet python. In 1999, Robert had removed his pet from his cage to feed him when the hungry snake bit him on the forehead. Robert was found dead in his apartment with his pet snake entwined around his suffocated body. Number 2. Eiffel Tower jump. In 1911, Franz Reichelt decided to try out his new invention, the first overcoat parachute. To test his new coat, Reichelt decided to jump from the top of the Eiffel Tower. Unfortunately, his invention was less than perfect, and it did not succeed in slowing his descent. Reichelt died instantly on impact. Number 1. Kicked off a train. On July 2, 1903, Ed Delahaney, a Hall of Fame baseball player for the Philadelphia Phillies, was kicked off a train by the conductor due to being drunk and violent. After Ed got off the train, he drunkenly wandered across a bridge in New York and eventually fell off into a river. Unfortunately, the river leads him to Niagara Falls. These were some of the dumbest ways people died. Let us know in the comments what you think about this.